thank you for having us. We are the Young Journalist Launch Crew from Spaceport Cornwall, and we are working with the media to cover and record the launch for the first ever satellites from UK soil. Chris, for many people, you are their superhero. But when you were growing up, who was yours?
When I was young, I really liked Thundercats and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and He-Man. Now I don't know if you meant who was my literal superhero or my metaphorical superhero. Literal superheroes, those guys. More metaphorical, my parents. You know, I had great people in my life who loved me and made me feel good about myself regardless of my behavior. So I'll say my parents.
What made you want to get involved with the film and what excites you about space?
Well, I've watched all of the Pixar films, right from Toy Story, and I've always loved them, and you know, even as a grown up, I still watch Pixar films even by myself sometimes, because I like that they take you on a journey. It's always emotional. They're not afraid to tell a story where you can laugh and cry in the same film, and they're always uplifting and inspiring. And in terms of space, I think just the endless void, which also excites me and terrifies me. I think it was just the idea that there's so much out there. Also the idea that we're never going to know all the secrets of space is something that, you know, it's humbling as a human being. It puts us in our place, and to think of just how tiny we are and how much of a tiny speck we are in the whole grand scheme of the universe. I think it's good for humans to realise that.
So in the film there are many scenes which include features of space travel. Which of these features could you most relate to your journey in space?
Oh, that's a good question, Kara. Yeah, there are. I thought the science was brilliant, and the fact that Buzz is having to try again and again and again, that determination and perseverance. And certainly as a test pilot, I remember going on many, many sorties where we would come back and things weren't working, and it was just get in the cockpit again and again and again. So that really resonated. There's a brilliant scene where Izzy is stepping off into the void of space, and Taika was kind of saying about this vastness of the universe, and you know, has this astrophobic moment, the fear of space. And you feel that when you go on a spacewalk, suddenly it's very different to being inside your cocoon of a space station where you feel quite secure. You go out and it's just you in a spacesuit, and there's this blackness around you. It's very intimidating, and it can feel quite scary. So I really sort of resonated with that moment. I thought that was brilliantly done, really good.
Chris, what part of Buzz's character do you resonate with the most?
Well, I suppose he's someone that feels a certain level of responsibility for the people around him, and that he tries to be a good, honest, loyal friend. So in that regard, you know, it's tough to measure yourself against Buzz. He's such a good guy, you know. So to try and compare yourself in any capacity almost feels wrong. But if I could, you know, hope to be like Buzz, it would be in that capacity.
Buzz travels back through time and space. If you could time travel, where would you go and why?
If I'm honest, I'd go back to 1986 and to the playground where Nicholas Slater dumped me. And I would go back and I would just tell her, you might be making a big mistake, because I got big plans, and I'm going to go and I'm going to make something of myself. The only issue is that I think because of her dumping me, I think that maybe motivated me.
Fueled the fire.
That fueled the fire, and that's why I'm here today. So maybe I shouldn't change that. So Nicola, if you're out there, thank you.
Cheers, Nicholas.
You know, you created this.